Chuck Brown. The show that knows you're listening. The show that knows where you sleep. Tonight, Chuck's tearing holes in the dark so your monsters can crawl through and find you. You thought you were safe behind that dial, but you forgot. Once you tune in, you belong here. Dead air doesn't end when you turn us off. We're already in your walls.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of Dead Air with Chuck Brown. That's me, Chuck Brown. I'm him, you're you, and we are going to do this one more time. Actually, we're probably going to do this a couple of more times, maybe at least like 3 times. But we're here tonight, and the switchboard's already lit up like a UFO convention at midnight, so we are really rocking and rolling. If you want to call in, just dial 555-555-5522. All right, let's do it. Gary from Spokane, you are caller number 1. Go ahead.
Hey Chuck, it's Gary. I've got a haunted urn situation.
Okay.
Okay, so my grandma Edna, she was real opinionated when she was alive, and now she's on my mantle.
Okay.
Well, every time I try to bring a date home, the urn starts whispering. I swear I hear her say things like, "She's not right for you, Carrie." And then the lights flicker. Last week, the TV turned itself onto an old Matlock rerun.
So Grandma's ghost is your third wheel. Damn, that's a hard sell on Spooker.
Right? My girlfriend says she felt judged by the ashes she left. I'm 35, Chuck. I can't keep striking out because my dead grandma hates everyone.
Have you tried putting Grandma somewhere else?
Well, I put her in the closet for a bit, but then the door rattled all night, and she used to love the closet, so I thought maybe she liked being out.
Have you considered an exorcist?
Do they do urns?
Gary, they'll do anything for the right amount of money.
Oh, well, I was thinking I could put the urn in the fridge. Maybe she'd chill out.
But you're killing me, Gary. Look, maybe you need to talk to her. Give permission to live your life. Or, scatter those ashes someplace she liked.
Well, she liked casinos.
Scatter them on the slots, buddy. I say Grandma deserves Vegas.
Oh, man, thanks, Chuck. You're the best.
I try. Call me back if everything works out for you. Okay, we're going to go to caller number 2 right now, Lorene in Alabama. You are on Dead Air.
But hey there, Chuck, it's Lorene. I'm down in Tuscaloosa.
Well, good evening, Lorene. What's the word?
Well, you see, I'm pretty sure Mothman's mowing my lawn.
You want to run that by me again?
You know, Mothman, the fellow with the wings. He just starts showing up, pushing my mower. He's quiet, real polite, but when he's done, he just piles the mulch into little triangles and circles. It's real spooky looking.
Maybe he's just artistically inclined.
Oh, maybe, but I also keep finding feathers in my mailbox, big gray ones, and my cat won't go near the yard no more.
Are you paying him?
Well, I leave Fisher a sweet T.O., and I set a spotlight on for him at dusk.
So you've domesticated Mothman with sugar and moonlight.
Seems that way. Should I be worried?
Only if he starts charging extra for edging.
Ha! Well, if he wants it, he can have it. The heads look real nice.
Well, my verdict is keep the tea flowing. Maybe invest in a bigger mailbox for all those feathers.
Night, Chuck. Nighty-night.
Good night to you, Lorene in Alabama. You're listening to Dead Air with Chuck Brown. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Poltergeist pate, rich, creamy, and prone to sliding off your table at night. Spread your fear. Brought to you by your friends at Sanko. Snack responsibly.
Creep on in to Mr. Grin's Playtime Mausoleum, where the ghosts giggle, the mummies mambo, and every tomb's a toy chest. It's not scary, it's spooktacular. Weekday mornings at 7 on WROT, where the fun never dies.
The longer I do this show, the more interesting the calls become. Rhonda from Quebec. You're on Dead Air with Chuck Brown.
Bonjour, Chuck. It's Rhonda, calling from up north. My corgi is a medieval light.
Sir Barkington, right?
Oui, Sir Barkington III. He guys what did it back, buddy. Always this is the door. He watches Game of Thrones and barks at the traitors. Last week he peed on a bush, and this thing looked just like a fleur-de-lis.
Artistic urination. It's a classic sign.
Do you think he remembers his past life?
It's hard to say. Maybe he's guarding you from a marauding postman.
Oh, he hates the mailman guy. Crawls every day. Maybe the mailman is his ancient rival.
Well, maybe he just hates bills.
Do you think I should get him a tiny suit of armor?
Only if you send me a picture, and make sure he doesn't challenge the neighbor's Rottweiler to a joust.
I shall. Messy, Chuck. Messy.
You're welcome, Rhonda. Folks, I do have to admit that I love my Canadian callers. Call it Chuck having maple fever or having a weird thing for chicks who say a boot. But those floppy heads, I tell you. Okay, going back to the phones. Oh, buckle up, folks. We got a line open to Bakersfield tonight. Yeah, Bakersfield. If you know, well, you know. And if you don't, you might be too young, so pour yourself a big old cup of coffee and get comfy. Because here comes a history lesson that they are not going to ever teach you in your government-approved textbooks. See, nowadays they package it up as The Running Man, and you didn't see my air quotes, but I did air quotes there. The Running Man, which is a classic action flick, they call it. Entertainment, a big summer blockbuster for Schwarzenegger back in '87, sure, yeah. But here's the truth, that the smiling news puppets will never read off a teleprompter. The Bakersfield Massacre, the key plot in that film, was not a movie pitch. Okay? It was a test run, a real-life broadcast of how far they could push the envelope on turning human misery into primetime ratings. Mad Dog Ben Richards, yep, he was a pilot, decorated pilot, all that rah-rah jazz. Got strapped into a chopper with orders to pacify a crowd of 1,500 unarmed, starving people lined up for rations that, funny enough, never showed up. What did show up was Richards with a fully loaded Gatling gun on a chopper. 60 dead, families, children, old-timers, and the best part, the cameras were already there.
Food riot in progress. Approximately 1,500 civilians moving in.
Yankee 99er, the crowd is unarmed. Repeat, unarmed. Abort attack. Acknowledge Yankee 99er.
The hell with you.
Lieutenant Sanders, take command. Detain Richards and return to base. Acknowledge Yankee 99er. Acknowledge.
They called it
Return
crowd
to base.
control. They called it preventing a riot. They called it anything but what it was. A live test run for how far you would let them push you. And the best part, the footage mysteriously leaked, the network scooped it up, chopped it up, and sold it as reality. And guess what we did? We ate it up. You ever wonder why you can't find the full Bakersfield tapes? I mean, sure, they'll show you the edited version, the one with the snazzy graphics and the swelling music where they paint Richards as a rabid dog who snapped. But the uncut footage that shows the command relay, the phantom food trucks that were rerouted at the last minute, the boots on the ground funneling the crowd into the kill zone. You want to know what happened to all that? It's gone. Locked in a vault so deep, it will never see the light of day. And here's the kicker. They've got the next Running Man locked and loaded. Different name, same playbook.
Ben Richards, 35, married, one child, in medical crisis. Employment status, blacklisted. But there's still a way out for you.
Welcome to the Running Man!
And that playbook is stay hungry, stay scared, stay tuned. That's the game plan. So, Bakersfield caller, I hope you're somewhere that they can't find you. I hope you've got some amazing, salacious dirt you are ready to share. So keep your voice low, keep your windows covered, and keep your shortwave dialed into channel 23, just in case this feed goes dark. So tell me, Bakersfield, what do you got for us tonight?
Chuck, I think Bigfoot's stealing my Wi-Fi.
Bigfoot? Really?
Well, every night at 3 a.m., my router logs in a new device. It's called Squatch 69.
Okay, well, Bigfoot does have a sense of humor.
A while back, saw a big shape behind the shed. Glowing eyes, blonde bangs. Looked like it was holding an iPad. The signal dropped when he left.
Could it have been a neighbor?
My nearest neighbor's 6 miles away. I think he's streaming cryptid TikToks.
Well, cryptid TikToks, that would make sense, actually. Let me ask you this, Dale. Have you ever heard of a password?
Well, yeah. It's a password.
Oh, yeah, you deserve to be squatched. I mean, change it. Make that password something harder.
Should I leave him fruit, keep him from hacking?
Well, you mean, it can't hurt. Maybe throw in a solar charger for the iPad?
Thanks, Jet. You're a good one.
Well, thanks, Dale. I do try. Have a great one. All right, folks, we'll be right back after this commercial break. This is Dead Air with Chuck Brown.
Introducing Crypt Kicker Chili. It bubbles, it growls, and it knows your darkest secrets. One spoonful and you're never the same. May contain unidentifiable beans and something from beyond. Crypt Kicker Chili from your friends at Samco. Dig in if you can handle what comes out.
Hey girl, feeling cursed? Skin breaking out every full moon? Boyfriend haunted by his ex? Try Hex Essentials, the world's first haunted self-care line. Our ghost scrub exfoliates demonic residue and guilt. Our witch hazel mist banishes anxiety and minor poltergeist. And our spirit sheet mask lets you absorb both collagen and the memories of forgotten ancestors.
Ooh, I did 1 seance and 2 face peels, and I broke 3 generational curses. I love this stuff.
Hex Essentials. Look cursed, feel cleansed.
And we're back. Anybody get the feeling that Samco is taking over the world? Or is that just me? I don't know. All right, let's go to next caller. You are on Dead Air with Chuck Brown. Who's my desert rose tonight?
Hi, Chuck. It's Dee Dee. So I met this guy. He's really nice. He listens to me. He makes these adorable growling sounds when I play music for him.
And?
And he's a mummy.
A literal mummy?
Yeah.
Okay.
We met on this ghost tour. He was in the back of a sarcophagus and I freed him. Now he lives with me, but he keeps shedding. There are bits of linen all over my apartment.
Have you tried vacuuming?
Oh, he hates to vacuum. It freaks him out. I think the sound reminds him of ancient curses or something. Also, he dries out. I keep spritzing him with rose water, but my cat thinks he's a giant scratching post.
Is there a curse? Like, are you aging rapidly? Frogs raining from the ceiling? Anything like that?
No, not that I can tell. He just stands there by the window when the moon's out, moaning softly. It's romantic. But my HOA sent me a letter about unregistered ancient relics, so what do I do?
Well, you can't exactly register your boyfriend with the DMV. Maybe wrapping him in something hypoallergenic would help?
Like flannel?
Flannel mummy. You know what? Give him a beard while you're at it. No one will suspect anything.
Thanks, Chuck. You're the best.
Thanks, Edie. You're too sweet.
Poltergeist pate. Rich, creamy, and prone to sliding off your table at night. Spread your fear. Brought to you by your friends at Sanco. Snack responsibly.
All right. Dead air is all ears, or should I say all fur? Who's up?
Hey, Chuck, it's Lonnie. How are you, man?
Hey, Lonnie, how are you?
Listen, I run a little werewolf support group. We meet at the BFW hall. We keep it real low-key. You know, we have some full moon snacks. It's a party.
I do now.
But last month, this new guy showed up. He says he's from upstate. He looks normal, but his clothes are too perfect, you know? They're like manicured, and his fur's glossy. No fleas.
Are you sure he's not just using Samco muzzle wax?
Well, that's what I thought. But he denies it, says it's all natural. Meanwhile, Kitty's fur looks like a ratty doormat. I'm telling you, something's fishy.
And that's suspicious?
But yeah, real werewolves don't get that shiny unless they've got product. I think he might be an undercover hunter. Or worse, an influencer.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to make him transform on the spot? What are we doing here?
Oh no, that's rude. We're about community. But also, I don't want to get tranquilized. Last time that happened, Kitty woke up in a dog crate in New Hampshire.
Okay. Let me think. Oh, I got it. Bake him a silver cookie, see what happens.
Ooh, diabolical. Thanks, Chuck.
You're welcome, Lonnie. Let me know how it goes. He's orange, he's sneaky, and he's knocking over everything you love. Arlo! That's my Arlo, the mischief-making tabby, turning this family upside down. Every Friday night at 9, only on WROT.
full moon got you looking scruffy? Came that muzzle with Samco's Werewolf Muzzle Wax. Now with extra garlic scent. For a coat so shiny, you'll be howling with pride. Samco, keeping monsters groomed since 1863.
We are back. This is Dead Air with Chuck Brown. That's me, Chuck Brown, you're you, and we collectively are going to travel out to San Diego to talk to Trevor. Go ahead, Trevor.
Hello? It's Trevor. You can't help me, man. I think I got probed.
Well, there goes my FCC license. Continue.
So me and the guys, Barry, Garrick, and the whole conspiracy meetup group, we went out to Anza Borrego to look for UFOs last weekend. Brought our laser pointers, Cheetos, you know.
Sure.
We see these lights, right? They zigzag over the desert. And next thing I know, I black out. And I wake up in my tent, but my boots are off. And there's sand in my shoes, Chuck. Inside the tent.
Maybe you went for a stroll.
I got a spiral rash on my chest. And Barry says it's an alien tracking code.
Yeah, Barry sounds real helpful.
It's a portal! We opened a portal and found his DNA!
Tell Barry to put on his tinfoil hat.
He's wearing two, Chuck. What are you? My phone keeps glitching. I swear, I hear beeping at night.
Okay, well look, Trevor, it's probably just heat rash and sunburn. Tell you what, get a doctor to look at it, and, you might want to put Barry on a juice cleanse.
But the spiral, man, the spiral!
Well, maybe you're just spiraling, pal.
That's pretty deep, Chuck.
Alright, good luck, Trevor. Keep your portals closed.
If you or a loved one been accused of being a cryptid, have local teens mistaken you for a skinwalker, I'm Big Mitch Patterson, founder of Sasquatch Legal. We specialize in defending werewolves in workplace disputes, Mothmen with unpaid child support, swamp creatures denied equal housing, and much, much more. Don't get caught in the woods without representation. Call Sasquatch Legal today, because even monsters have rights. Sasquatch Legal! 1-800-SQUATCH!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead Air with Chuck Brown. That's me, Chuck Brown, you're you, and we have a special guest tonight. Call it a crossover if you'd like to, but right here on Dead Air with Chuck Brown, we got Eric in South Park. And Eric says he spotted a brand new cryptid species. Now, I know Eric's called in before, so I'm hoping he's going to enlighten us and not just waste my time. So, Eric, you're on the air.
Hey Chuck, this is Eric. I'm curious if you have heard about this new cryptid. It's called the sneeze iguana.
The sneeze iguana? Sure. Hey, let me guess. Half iguana, half sneeze?
Exactly, dude. It's like an iguana, but every time it gets scared, which is like all the time, it sneezes out this huge glittery mist cloud, and the mist makes you hallucinate your greatest fear.
Right, of course, yeah. You saw this where, exactly?
I saw it behind a 7-Eleven, okay? I was getting cheesy poofs, minding my business, and boom! There it was, sneezing all over Jimbo's truck. He still thinks he's being chased by giant hens.
Yeah, sure. Giant hens. That's so terrifying. So, did you capture this majestic beast, or did you just inhale the glitter and wander into traffic again?
I tried to catch it with a butterfly net, but it sneezed on me. Next thing I know, I'm reliving that time I didn't get the red Mega Men for my birthday. Stupid ants in the pants. I hate you, Kyle.
Wow, the horror. And you're sure this wasn't just, I don't know, Butters with a glitter bomb and an iguana from PetSmart?
Dude, it's real. I'm starting the South Park Sneeze Iguana Society. Membership's $20. You get a tinfoil hat and a jar of emergency nose plug.
Well, you know what? Go ahead and sign me up, Eric. I'll put it right next to my Leprechaun Shark Fan Club membership. Yeah. Any final words for our listeners before I go take a sanity nap?
If you see the sneeze iguana, don't panic. Just close your eyes, plug your nose, and think happy thoughts. Unless you're Jimbo.
Thank you, Eric. It's always a pleasure. I'm sure cryptozoology will be calling any minute now. Folks, stay tuned. More questionable truths after this.
Hey there, night owls. Are you tired of government squirrels rummaging through your cereal? Worry no more. Introducing Squirrel Proof Crunch, the only breakfast cereal guaranteed to keep your microchip safe and your nuts in your pantry. Each bite is fortified with anti-acorn shield technology and our patented squirrel confusion formula. That's right, one crunchy spoonful and those furry little spies will scurry off to your neighbor's house instead. So pour yourself a bowl, slap on that tinfoil hat, and munch your way to breakfast security. Squirrel-proof crunch, because the crunchiest part of breakfast shouldn't be your paranoia. Brought to you by your friends at Samco, keeping critters out of your pantry since last Thursday.
Well, Nightcrawlers, that about does it for another spin around the dial. Let's see who blessed, or maybe cursed, us tonight. We had Dee Dee in Phoenix spritzing her mummy boyfriend with rose water, while the HOA plots a linen ban. We had Lonnie in Vermont keeping the werewolves on us, while Bigfoot tries to sneak in the back door with a fabulous blowout. I believe Samco muzzle wax might be involved. Yeah, so that. Oh, and then the kid from Colorado, Colin, yeah. And that, my beautiful Midnight Misfits, is why we stay up late. To remind ourselves that no matter how weird it gets out there, at least you're not paying vampire HOA dues. This is Chuck Brown signing off for Dead Air. Keep your garlic fresh, your trail cams rolling, and if you see Satan in a Hawaiian shirt, tell him I said hi. Sleep tight, you little cryptids. Good night.
It's time to strap him down and wheel him away to the nut house. But don't worry, Chuck Brown will be back tomorrow night with another episode of Dead Air. Until that time, stay safe.